Hi students, good morning to all of you. On the continuation of last class, in today's session also we are going to revise chapter 1. In this also we are going to revise 5 marks which are important to the exam point of view. In this session I explained 5 marks to you, but I give 6 5 marks as an assignment. You do all the 6 5 marks and submit the assignments. Okay, now let's move to the revision.
First we will see the example 1.26. In this the question is, in a T20 match, Chennai Super Kings needed just 6 runs to win with 1 ball left to go in the last over. The last ball was bowled and the batsman at the crease hit it high up. The ball transfers along a path in a vertical plane, and the equation of the path is y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c with respect to xy coordinate system in the vertical plane, and the ball traversed through the points 0, 8, 20, 16, and the last point is given as wrong. Make it as 40, 22. Can you conclude that Chennai Super Kings won the match? Justify your answer. The path y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c passes through the points. The first point is 10, 8, and the second one is 20, 16, and the third one is 40, 22. So if you substitute these 3 points, you will get the equation as 100a plus 10b plus c is equal to 8, 400a plus 20b plus c is equal to 16, and 1600a plus 40b plus c is equal to 22. Okay, first we take the delta. The delta is 100, 10, 1, 400, 21, 1641. In this, from the first column I am taking 100 as common, and the second column I am taking 10 as a common. So 100 into 10 gives 1000. So remaining determinant becomes 1, 1, 1, 4, 2, 1, 16, 4, 1. If you expand this, you will get the answer as minus 6000. Next, in the delta 1, you have to replace the x column as 8, 16 and 22. So you will get the delta 1 as 8, 16, 22, 10, 20, 40, 1, 1, 1 in row wise. In this first row I am going to take 2 as common, and the second row I am going to take 10 as common. So 2 into 10 gives 20 into the remaining determinant is 4, 1, 1, 8, 2, 1, 11, 4, 1. If you expand this, you will get the answer as 100. Next one is delta 2, which is obtained by replacing the second column as 8, 16 and 22. In this I am going to take the 100 as common from the first column and 2 from the second column. So 100 into 2 gives 200. The remaining determinant becomes 1, 4, 1, 4, 8, 1, 16, 11, 1. Then if you expand this, you will get the answer as minus 7800. Then delta 3, which is obtained by replacing the third column as 8, 16 and 22. In this, from the first column I am taking 100, from the second column I am taking 10 as common, from the third column I am taking 2 as common. So 100 into 10 into 2 gives 2000. So the 2000 into the remaining determinant is 1, 1, 4, 4, 2, 8, 16, 4, 11. If you expand this, you will get the answer as 20,000. Now we get the values of delta, delta 1, delta 2 and delta 3. Using these values, we can get the values of A, B and C. So to get the value of A, by Cramer's rule, The formula is delta 1 by delta. Here the delta 1 is 100 and the delta is minus 6000. 100 divided by minus 6000. If we cancel this, you will get 1 by 60, minus 1 by 60. Next, b is equal to delta 2 by delta. Here the value of delta 2 is 7800 by 6000, which gives 13 by 10. Like that, c is equal to delta 3 by delta, which gives minus 10 by 3. 20,000 by 6,000 cancels, gives 10 by 3. Now we get the equation of the path as y is equal to minus 1 by 60 into x square plus 13 by 10x minus 10 by 3. So to get the value of y, we have to substitute the value of x as 70. If you substitute x as 70, you will get y is equal to 6. So that the ball went 6 meters high over the boundary line. That means if they hit the ball, this ball crosses the boundary line over 6 meters. So it is impossible for a fielder standing even just before the boundary line to jump and catch the ball. Hence the ball went for a Super 6 and the Chennai Super Kings won the match. Next we will move to the second sum. In the exercise 1.6, find the value of k for which the equation kx minus 2y plus z equal to 1, x minus 2ky plus z equal to minus 2, x minus 2y plus kz equal to 1 have no solution, the second one unique solution, and third one is the infinitely many solution. First we are going to write the given equation in ax equal to b form. Then you have to write this a and b in the augmented matrix, that is a slash b is equal to k minus 2 1 1 1 minus 2k 1 minus 2 1 minus 2k 1. Then first element should be 1. So for that I am going to interchange the r1 with r3 and I get the equivalent matrix as 1 minus 2k 1 1 minus 2k 1 minus 2 k minus 2 1 1. Then I have to make the second row first element as 0. So for that the transformation is r2 implies r2 minus r1, which gives 0 minus 2k plus 2 1 minus k minus 3. Now I will show this. 1 minus 1 gives 0, minus 2k minus of minus becomes plus, so you will get minus 2k plus 2, then 1 minus k, then third one minus 2 minus 1 gives minus 3. Like that r3 implies r3 minus k times r1. So to make this third row first element k as 0, the transformation is r3 implies r3 minus k times r1. So if you multiply this 1 with k, you will get minus k, and then second element as minus into minus k gives minus plus 2k, then third one k into minus k gives minus k square, 1 into minus k gives minus k. Now you write the third row, k minus k gives 0, then minus 2 minus plus 2k gives 2k minus 2, then third element 1 minus k square gives 1 minus k square, then last one is 1 minus k. Now we have to make the third row second element as 0. For that, if you look at the second row, if you just add those two rows, you will get the answer as 0. So the transformation is r3 implies r3 plus r2. You will get the answer as 0. If you add those two rows, you will get 0. Then if you add the r3 with r2, the third element becomes 1 plus 1 2 minus k and minus k square. So 2 minus k square. Then third row minus 3 plus 1 gives minus 2 minus k. If you factorize this 2 minus k square, you will get 1 minus k into k plus 2 or 2 plus k. So the third row becomes 0, 0, 1 minus k into k plus 2, then minus 2 minus k. So if you take the third row and divide this with minus, you will get 0, 0, k plus 2 into k minus 1 and k plus 2. So this is in echelon form. Now we get the values of k for 3 conditions. The first condition is no solution. For that, the rank of A should not be equal to rank of A slash B. So if you substitute the value of k as 1 and k is not equal to minus 2, you will get the rank of A as 1 and rank of A slash B equal to 3. Hence the system is inconsistent and has no solution. Then unique solution. For unique solution, both the rank should be equal to 3. So for that, the condition is k is not equal to 1 and k is not equal to minus 2. Hence the system is consistent and has unique solution. The third one is infinitely many solution. For that, if you substitute the values of k as minus 2, you will get the rank of A and rank of A slash B as 2. So both are equal, and which is less than number of unknowns. So the system is consistent and has infinitely many solution. Next we move on to the third sum. In this third sum, investigate the values of lambda and mu. The system of linear equations 2x plus 3y plus 5z is equal to 9 and 7x plus 3y minus 5z equal to 8. The third equation is 2x plus 3y plus lambda z equal to mu. Have no solution, unique solution and infinite number of solution. Like the last sum, here also we have to write the given system of equation as Ax equal to B. So the matrix A is 2, 3, 5, 7, 3 minus 5, 2, 3 lambda, and x is x, y, z, and the B is equal to 8, 9, 8 mu. Then you have to write the augment matrix A slash B. Then the first step is we have to make the second row first element as 0 and the third row first element also 0. So for that, the transformation is R3 implies 2 times R2 minus 7 times R1. So we have to multiply the row 2 with 2 and row 1 with minus 7. So if you multiply the row 1 with minus 7, you will get 2 into minus 7 gives minus 14, 3 into minus 7 gives minus 21, 5 into minus 7 gives minus 35, 9 into minus 7 gives minus 63. Then you have to multiply the row 2 with 2. 2 7s are 14, 3 2s are 6, minus 5 into plus 2 gives minus 10, 8 into 2, 16. If you simplify these two, you will get the answer as 0, minus 15, minus 45 and minus 47. So if you refer the answer, you will get 0, minus 15, minus 45 and minus 47 as the second row. Then for the third row, look at the first and third row. Here both are having 2. So just by subtracting the row 3 with row 1, you will get the 0. So R3 implies R3 minus R1 gives 0, 0, lambda minus 5 and mu minus 9. Thus the obtained matrix is in echelon form. So for the first condition, no solution, the rank should not be equal. So just by substituting the value of lambda as 5, you will get 0. If you does not have that mu as not equal to 9, you will get the rank of A slash B is equal to 3. So the system is inconsistent and has no solution. In second condition, for unique solution, lambda is not equal to 5 and mu is not equal to 9. Then only you will get the rank of A as well as the rank of A slash B is equal to 3. So therefore the system is consistent and has unique solution. And third condition, an infinite number of solution. Here lambda is equal to 5 and mu is equal to 9. So both are equal to 0. Then only the rank of A and rank of A slash B is equal to 2. So if it is equal and less than number of unknowns, the system is consistent and has infinitely many solutions. Next, in the exercise 1.6, we will do the second sum. Here it is a homogeneous equation. Determine the values of lambda for which the following system of equations x plus y plus 3z equal to 0, 4x plus 3y plus lambda z equal to 0, 2x plus y plus 2z equal to 0 has a unique solution. Then second one, a non-trivial solution. This equation is homogeneous equation, so we get the value of B as 0 0 0. So first I am going to write the given matrix in Ax equal to O form. Then augmented matrix is A slash O is equal to 1 1 3 0 4 3 lambda 0 2 1 2 0. The first element should be 0, it is okay, but the lambda should be in the third row. So I am going to interchange the R2 with R3. So interchanging R2 with R3, we get 1 1 3 0 2 1 2 0 4 3 lambda 0. The second row interchange it to the third row. Then the transformation is R2 implies R2 minus 2 times R1, because in the second row first column we have 2. So if we subtract and get the answer as 0 minus 1 minus 4 0, like that. Third row R3 implies R3 minus 4 times R1. Multiplying the R1 with minus 4 and add, you will get 0 minus 1 lambda minus 12 0. Then look at the third row second number, which is minus 1. In the row 2 also we have minus 1. So I am going to multiply the R2 with minus, you will get 0 1 4 0. Then I am going to add the row 2 with row 3 to get the third row second element as 0. If you add those two, you will get 0 0 lambda minus 8 and 0. So now this is in the echelon form. Now we have to use the two conditions. The first one is unique solution. For that, lambda minus 8 is not equal to 0. That means lambda is not equal to 8. Then the rank of A and A slash O is equal to 3. The number of unknowns. Therefore the system has unique solution. The unique solution is trivial solution, which is x equal to 0, y equal to 0 and z equal to 0. For non-trivial solution, the rank should not be equal to 3, it should be less than 3. So if you substitute the lambda is equal to 8, you will get 0. So the rank of A and A slash O equal to 2, then you will get the non-trivial solution. Next, the last sum, example 1.40. In this, if the system of equation Px plus By plus Cz equal to 0, Ax plus Qy plus Ez equal to 0, Ax plus By plus Rz equal to 0 has a non-trivial solution, and P is not equal to A, Q is not equal to B, and R is not equal to C, prove that P by P minus A plus Q by Q minus B plus R by R minus C is equal to 2. We take the three equations and assume that this has non-trivial solution. So we have the determinant P, B, C, A, Q, C, A, B, R is equal to 0. Then the first elementary transformation is R2 implies R2 minus R1, which is A minus P, Q minus B, C minus C gives 0. Then the second transformation is R3 implies R3 minus R1, which gives A minus P, 0, R minus C. Next I am going to take a minus sign as common from the first element of second row and the third row. So I will get minus of P minus A and minus of P minus A in both the elements. So for an adjustment I am going to take the minus sign. So you will get P, B, C, minus of P minus A, Q minus B, 0, minus of P minus A, 0, and R minus C. Next I am going to take P minus A, Q minus B, and R minus C from the row column 1, column 2, and column 3. If I take this as common, the first element P becomes P by P minus A, second one becomes B by Q minus B, third one is C by R minus C. Then the remaining elements are minus 1, 1, 0, minus 1, 0, 1 equal to 0. Next you can expand this and get the equation as P by P minus A plus B by Q minus B plus C by R minus C equal to 0. So to get the proof we have to do some adjustment. The first term is okay, but in the second term I am going to add and subtract Q in the numerator. So if you add this you will get Q minus of Q minus B. Like that in the third term R minus R, I am going to add and subtract R in the third term. So you will get R minus of R minus C. So now we have to split this as two terms in the second and third term alone. So I am going to split this as Q by Q minus P, B, and minus of Q minus B by Q minus B. That is Q by Q minus B is a one term and minus of Q minus B by Q minus B. Here Q minus B and Q minus B gets cancelled, you will get answer as minus 1. If you do this in the third term also, you will get R by R minus C and minus 1. So the minus 1 and the minus 1, if you add those two you will get minus 2. If you take this minus 2 to the right side it becomes plus 2. So you will get the proof as P by P minus A plus Q by Q minus B plus R by R minus C is equal to 2. Hence it is proved. Okay students, I hope you understand the sums what I have explained. So practice those sums